Madrid's performance, man. What you expect, I guess.
Yeah.
Benzema comfortably, someone that we've spoken about, especially when we did our live Champions League show. Valverde, great player, gets his goal today. I want to have a little conversation with him. Like, how do we view him as a footballer?
He's elevated his game this season, in my opinion. I think last year he's almost been the ultimate utility man for them over the years, and I think every time he plays, he puts down a minimum 7 out of 10, if you like. Whether he's playing right mid, right back, DM, one of the three in midfield, I think he's a quality player, and he's shown it time and time again. The fact that they got him for what, 5 million, I think it is. I think he is kind of the epitome of this new era of like Madrid Galacticos, if you like, where they sign young, they actually develop them, and you see what they become. Today was a crowning moment for him, in my opinion. But Madrid, I felt like this was game, set, and match before the game, if that makes sense. Like, you look at Barcelona, what happened midweek. You look at their whole summer. It's, I feel like with Barcelona, it's you can run from your problems, but you can't hide from them. And they're going to slowly rear their heads again. And a lot of their individual players, I'm sure, will touch into as well. But this was a moment for Madrid to say, all this talk about you man are back in this, let's knock it out. Because now you're at the Champions League and you could be out of the title race as well, where you're top, but we drag that back. And listen, Xavi's my guy. I love Xavi. Guess what?
You put a lot of stocks.
Right. The lights get bright quick. And listen, I still got stocks. I reckon Xavi, if he delivers the title this year, fantastic job. But that's what you need to do. But to go out of the Champions League and then get dumped by Madrid in the same week.
Are they mathematically out yet?
It has to be like both the other teams have to drop points, and it's like they're playing Pilsen and Barcelona out of the Champions League.
Yeah, I mean, look, Real Madrid doing what Real Madrid do. When you talk about the best teams in the world, I can't remember what I was seeing somewhere. I think it was somebody on Sky Sports or something, and they were just like, Real Madrid are not what they were. I'm like, wait, pause right there. Where did we get that Real Madrid are not what they were? They just won the Champions League. They've only lost Casemiro. They brought in a top young player. They're still basically the same thing. They brought in a Rudiger. They're still the same team, and they are still they've gone and having a great start to the season in the La Liga. They're doing their thing in the Champions League. I don't see how people are talking like Real Madrid are not what they are. They're still going to be a Champions League, one of the teams to win the Champions League. They're still going to go and do what they're doing. Yeah. So for me, I just don't get that. And when I was watching today, more of the same. They're just a simply better team than Barcelona at the moment. I do think I'm giving Xavi the benefit of the doubt at the moment to be like, the guys need to gel, bit of long change. I don't really know. Weekly, I don't know what their starting 11 is going to be. There's always a change in defense. There's always something going on. He hasn't really found out who his attackers are yet, other than obviously Lewandowski. But everything else, I still think he needs to kind of figure out. But he needs to do that quick. You're at Barcelona. At these type of teams, these historic big clubs, they don't give you time like that. You know what I mean? Maybe he might have credit in the bank because he's a legend. Same with Oli and all that type of stuff. But bro, they need to get some stuff going. But it's the start in the league has been decent. Up until this game, 20 goals scored, 1 goal conceded. And then Real Madrid doing their thing. But Real Madrid are just a levels above them. And then they just showed that today. And Benzema, put one on Lewandowski's head. You know what I mean? You hold that. You're the one that, you know what I mean?
What,
he's saying he's better than Benzema and that. Listen, you put down, you'll come to my house. I'll send you home. And I'll send you back home. You know what I'm saying? KB9. You're going to watch him lift the Ballon d'Or tomorrow too.
Man said you come to my house.
After you missed out on it as well.
Yeah, after you missed out. I'm going to win it now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hold that.
And you know the worst thing is, these are the types of games Luan moved to Barcelona for.
And he felt
like
goals.
He had enough of the Bundesliga. I've ruined it. Now let me come Barca. And it was like, Champions League midweek as well. Up until he scored those 2 goals, he was dropping an absolute stinker.
But he took the walk to Poland, though. You got to give him credit.
Listen,
he took the walk to Poland. He took the walk to Poland.
Hold on.
He took the walk to Poland.
This guy's funny.
He took the walk to Poland. Fam, I was waiting. I said, fam, he's got to get it. Then he got it. You got to give him credit.
No, fair play. But then in that today, I was just like, these are the kind of games, bro, where you're going to be judged.
Boy, Suarez and Clásicos. I'm not going to say too much.
Does the Clásico still have that, does it still have that feel for you, man?
I feel like it's starting to get back there. We're on the road there. I felt like maybe the last 2 years you could say, yeah, put that on 3 o'clock because ain't no one watching that. But now I feel like you look at Madrid, they're still winning the Champions League, bringing that through that young crop. Barcelona, of course, reinvest.
People talk about the reason the Clásico is so big is it's not just because Real Madrid and Barcelona are massive clubs, so it will hold weight forever. is because Real Madrid and Barcelona had all the best players, the most exciting players played for Real Madrid or Barcelona. So that is why it isn't. Right now, it's the big. Do they have the most exciting and best players?
They've got arguably some of the best youngsters, I would say.
Exactly. Who knows?
Fati, Pedri on that side.
But
You've got Camavinga,
the big superstars of the game. You still need to go to that to those teams. So it's one of those ones. Because when Ronaldinho, for example, like from when I started getting really invested in the Clásico, was when Ronaldinho was doing his thing. Zidane was there and all these big dogs. So it's like, whoa, this is man. Ronaldinho's cutting through these man. Yo, I'm like,
a WWE promo, innit?
Exactly.
Like,
and then it just went ridiculous with the Ronaldo, Messi, and then Iniesta and all these names. So the Clásico still needs them players that get everyone hype and gas. I know they've got the Ballon d'Or winner at the moment, but I feel like it's still.
But I feel like that's why. But that's why I feel like we're getting there. Barcelona are now just doing this kind of overhaul, trying to get the stars back, and Madrid have this nice young crop that you feel like maybe 2-3 years time they become some of the world.
There's just not many guys in the game that move people like that.
Where's your boy Hazard? Where's your boy Hazard?
Listen, man,
they forget.
When I said
they've forgotten about that. He's completely at the club. 100 mil.
When I said the Trossard thing,
Why are you sounding like some uncle? But you sound like that Blue Moon blood, bro. Man City hardcore, bro. What the hell?
Sit down on the floor. Hazard, sit down on the floor. Yeah? Wait. Clásico, not getting a single minute.
Bro, I sound like
do you reckon?
Oh my gosh. No, let me not even.
Last year, I don't know if the stat is still true. I don't know if he played last year, but there was a stat for a while that Hazard hadn't appeared in El Clásico. I don't know if that's still true.
Because
he might still not have played in
I'm not joking with you. One day we will have a discussion on Hazard's time at Madrid. Maybe now it's in the present.
Listen, man.
But don't worry. We will smudge that legacy.
What's his problem? Wow. What's his problem? Because anything I like, he hates.
Gareth Bale did one nice run.
Anti-cams.
Gareth Bale did one nice run. But do you reckon that the sort of inevitable of Haaland and Mbappe going to Spain eventually is what?
Who knows? It might not happen anymore. Mbappe might have messed up that move. But guys, FTBL culture coming out Tuesday. I talk about that. We don't need to talk about that right now.
Man said, let me get a promo. Man said, and next week, WWE.